Yep. This is my Toyota Prius battery. I've turned everything down, and I've come to understand. Okay, the reason I actually did it was because the car should give me the the red triangle of death, and I knew what that is. I had to Google on it. Though I've ordered for the scan tool, but knowing fully well that it's a common problem, the car is a bit old. It's 2008, so you should understand that one way or the other the battery would fail. So by the time I brought up my meter, I'm an electronics engineer by the way, so I knew something must have gone wrong with the batteries. And by the time I checked it, I saw the variance in each one of the batteries. Yeah, and do this so they can get closer. Okay, so here's my meter. I hope you can see that down here. So using my meter, okay, let me put this up. Apologies for my shaky videos. I'm just a Niger guy. So yeah, so here's the batteries are in pairs actually. So checking the pairs of batteries, you will know where the problem might have come from. This one is showing what? This is showing 15.73. The car died. I've turned it off for maybe 30 minutes or 1 hour plus now. 15.73. This is 15.66. Not too bad. You see, the voltage should always be around the same thing. So if it's not, then you know where the 15.63. So it's still within the range. So that's one bunch. Then this is another one. This is showing what? Show me voltage, y'all. 15.61. Yeah, see that? Do I notice that the connectors are so bad? This is 14.4, so you know this is way low. The rest is, this is 15 point something, this is 15 point something, this is 15.66, this is 15.6 something, 15.66, and then this one too. There's another 15 point. Yeah, you can see that 15.60. So definitely this brother here is where the problem is, 14.48. So I need to bring out the batteries to understand which one of them it is. But already I have an idea of where the problem is coming from. Okay, so I proceed now to, it's quite late. This is about 6 o'clock, but I need the car for tomorrow. I need to go pick some things tomorrow. So I'm going to close everything off. I knew. Then I have a friend who gave me one of these hybrid batteries. The guy I bought the car from, he gave me one of the hybrid batteries. So I'm going to be using that as a replacement. Though I'm charging it inside already, to ensure that it gets that 16 point something volts. So the battery is still good because I still use it to power some things. So, but with this, I already know where my problem lies. Oh, and there's a lot of grumbling here. I've never used this thing before, so this is my first time, and I want to ensure I get it right. Yeah, everything that has to do with removing the batteries are online, so I guess there's no need going over that all over again. It's just there online. You can easily get those online. Okay. Yeah. So do I need to bring this battery out, or do I need to disconnect this power part off? I think I have to disconnect this power part. Are you serious? I don't want to do all this now. Okay. I'm trying as much as possible to minimize the number of things I lose. I had to do some work on this to ensure that the contacts are well cleaned. I don't want to buy another one, so I have to ensure that the contacts are cleaned. I cleaned them with my plier, with the sandpaper, just ensure that the contacts are well cleaned and all that. And then I bring the batteries together so that I can balance them. They've been in the same way for over 1 hour. Yeah, getting close to 2-3 hours there. Cooling them down with the AC so that at least they will shrink back. They're not too bogged, so they're probably fine. The probably fine was just a normal thing to expand width. I finally read online that you're supposed to have like about 12 hours cooling time before you open the batteries, so that they would have compressed back to their original shape before touching them. But yeah, we learn. But it's all good. Everything is working fine. They're all 7.8 volts now. I've replaced the other battery, the other one that sorry, my house is messed up. Yeah, one of this, I had one of this as a gift from a friend some time ago, so I just replaced it. One of them is the one I removed from the battery pack is 6.3, and this one's at 7.8. So which means that the one with 6.3 has gone way below the standard. I'm made to understand that the Toyota variance, voltage variance, allowable voltage variance is 1.2 volt. So for a 7.8 to 6.3, that's definitely about 1.5 volts difference, which explains why the car decided to flag it off as a bad battery. Yeah, but we're doing good. We should be there. Hopefully I'll pack them up tonight, and then hopefully by tomorrow morning I install them back in the car. Electronics. It's quite fun. I understand how this works already. Here we are in the morning. Everything had been coupled back. Oh jeez, this is crazy. It took me probably approximately 1 or 2 hours to put everything back together, tightening the bolts and nuts and all that nonsense. Yep. I think the major thing that's quite difficult to do here was compressing those batteries together. It was really tough. So number one advice, if you're going to lose this thing, ensure the batteries are discharged. Run the car until the battery goes pretty down, and then leave it for probably 12 hours so that they would have cooled down and then they would shrink. That was the major work. Though if you have a clamp, oh, perfect, it will be good. But aside from that, yeah, that's just basically. I've tested it, and then another issue again was this thing. It has a way of being locked down. You clip it in. This safety fuse was quite funny in the sense that you plug it in, right? You plug it in and you clip it. I forgot to push it down, and I knew I did the batteries well, so I expect everything to work fine. So I forgot to push it down, and because of that, the car refused to start. I had to go again, and so once you're doing this part, ensure after clipping it in like this, you push it down so that it locks down. So with this, the car is good to go. You just need to just fix all the dirty fabrics back, and I hit the road. Thank you for watching. Yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, as an electronics engineer, this is on an 8. You don't play with what you don't know. Battery wise, battery is just a 2 for me, because I deal with lithium ion batteries that are much more complex like this. I'm even trying to add a lithium ion battery to it. If I can get a LiPo, that's a lithium polymer, I'll probably add it to it so that it extends the range of the battery. But man, the car is good. It's crazy. So here's the testing. I've driven around for like 5 minutes. The engine is off now. AC is on.
Every day is a journey,
and the radio is
and
on.
how
So
we start each day determines how it ends. As we consecrate ourselves this holy month of Ramadan, purify your hearts with prayers and stay nourished with big meal from sahur to iftar. Ramadan Kareem, peak, rich for your